Hey family, welcome back to the channel for another video. I'm really excited because on today we are doing furniture makeovers plural, and we're also doing a mini bedroom makeover. My husband and I's bedroom is just long overdue for this. It's very plain and nothing is just coming together. So I'm excited to add an accent wall, add curtains and furniture and all of the things. If you want to see this transformation come together, keep watching because we're going to get right into it. So before we go any further, I have to let y'all know that these stink. Okay, they smell like cat. I seen the cat when I picked these up and I almost didn't get them because girl, but I use bench shellac primer anyway, so that's going to hide the smell, but it is really bad. These have been sitting outside because I didn't want the smell in the garage and they don't smell any better. Like they did not air out. I purchased some crud cutter because I was under the impression that this was no rinse required, but I might just use my Dawn soap. But all I know is I'm going to give this a very, very thorough clean. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so immediately I want to jump back into the bedroom makeover portion. As you can see, this is the room. It's very plain, like I mentioned earlier. So we're going to add some color. I chose Sherwin-Williams Evergreen Fog. This was their color of the year back in 2022, and I think it was for good reason because this color still stands to be very, very beautiful. Immediately when I put this on the wall, I was impressed. I did not have to wait for the paint to dry or anything like that. And I was grateful because we went through the color choosing trenches. Okay, it was real. We almost did brown. We were going to do blue, but we just landed here and I am very pleased with our decision. I will say I like to get my colors matched at the founder of the paint color. So I went to Sherwin-Williams directly. All right, and next I want to address these windows, and I'm super excited to announce that I will be working with 2 pages on today. So these curtains are absolutely beautiful, and I have quite a bit to say, so please hold tight. First, I want to say that they sent over some swatches, and this was amazing because for me, I'm a person I like to see and touch and feel and just use all of my senses. This actually helped me to really figure it out because I was going to go in a completely different direction until I got my hands on these swatches. Next, they also sent over these hooks, which I love because these hooks are adjustable. And so I like to think of this like measurement insurance. If you're not good with measurements like myself, this gives you a little bit more peace of mind. However, they do have a measuring tool on their website, but what I'm going to do here is I'm going to slide the hook onto the curtain, and then there's a removable hook that you can slide down from the top. And once you get it to land in place, it will not move again. So it's very simple to do. And also, you guys know I have a little helper who likes to help me out. So you'll be seeing her here shortly. I need 5 hooks, babe.
Okay. One, two, three. Two do need
So
that.
how many more do I need? I need 2 more.
Good. Two more.
2 more. Thanks.
One, two.
Okay, so now for the exciting part, we get to get these curtains installed. And first, I just want to quickly shout out to the customer service team because I had some concerns about this wall and just how small that spacing was. And I just thought that maybe the curtains might overpower the window. He assured me that they would not and that the overcrowding was normal, but he also gave me an alternative solution, which was I could go in the direction of using blinds instead. I definitely knew that I wanted curtains. And so when he assured me that it would be okay, we just stuck to the plan. And then next, I want you to take a look at this header. I chose a double pinch pleat header, and I just did not want anything to be too bunched up, but they definitely offer the triple pinch pleat header. They offer, I believe it's called grommet style. They have so many options on their website. And also, I was really excited to see the length on these because, mind you, my old curtains didn't even reach the floor. So this floor to ceiling look is incredible. And now I just want you guys to take a glance at what this is already turning into. I can just feel the difference. It's amazing even now. So stay tuned to the end to see it all come together. Be sure to take advantage of my discount code. I'll leave all of my information in the description box, as well as the specs on these curtains. And thank you so much to Two Pages for this amazing opportunity. So jumping back into the furniture makeovers, this is the bed frame. Now, I know looking at this, it doesn't look like much, but this bed is absolutely stunning. Now, I did get this one secondhand, so there are some nicks and bangs. So for anyone wondering why am I painting this, it looks good from a distance, but up close, it just doesn't meet my standard. It's not going to coincide well with this new makeover with all these dings and bangs. So we're going to go ahead and paint over this. It's not real wood also, so I don't feel comfortable trying to color match that or anything. So we're going to just jump right in with cleaning the entire piece, doing my same process. So let's just vibe out. Yes, I did clean the nightstands twice. It doesn't help in terms of the smell, but there was some remaining pet hair left over and things like that. But here I am scuff sanding the entire piece with a 120 grit sandpaper. I'm not comfortable sanding the headboard and bed frame, and especially because it's not real wood. I could sand it by hand, but I'm opting not to. And I can explain my thought process later as far as adhesion is concerned. But right here, I am just filling in one of those nicks with some wood filler, and then I needed to remove the backings on this nightstand for two reasons. One, there is a remaining odor here, and two, it's going to make it easier for me to paint the inside of the nightstand as well. So in order to make the nightstands match the headboard, I found these wooden dowels at Home Depot. And when I say these are like a perfect match, I'm trying to show you here just how perfectly they align with the fluted design. And I'm so excited. So we're actually going to shift from the dowels back to cleaning everything because now that I've done my sanding, there is dust everywhere. So I'm going to wipe back all of my sanding dust, and then I'm going to go in with primer. So this is an odor killing primer. Specifically, pet odors are listed on the can itself. Also, it offers outstanding adhesion without sanding. So that's kind of my thought process for the bed frame. And also the bed frame has a texture on it. It's like a imprint of wood type of texture. So I'm really confident that I won't have any problems with my paint chipping or anything like that. Also, I will be using Command Paint, which is a high traffic paint. So it's going to be very durable overall. And I think that we are pretty careful with our furniture. We didn't have a toddler beforehand, but I think it'll be fine. And so here I am just trying to be diligent and use better stewardship with my products and materials. That's something I want to work on. So I'm making sure to clean out this brim really good. And then I'm going to go ahead and hammer this shut real tight so it can last and not have all these particles growing in the brim, if you guys know what I mean. And then also make sure you're always straining your products, whether it's paint or primer. And then to clean this lip that I used, or the spout rather, I'm just going to take a bucket of ammonia and just kind of rinse it around. And that's my technique. When you're trying to cover up an odor on your furniture, you want to cover every surface. That's the inside of the drawers, the bottom of the drawer, the inside of the nightstands, if you can see in the background behind me. And to be honest, this primer is very strong in terms of that coverage. So it really only took this one coat, and this was a very light pass. Now, if you have something that's more smelly, I guess you could use multiple coats. but I don't think it gets any more smellier than these nightstands. Please, somebody remind me to, I don't know, invest in a power washer, reach out to a brand, something, because this is crazy. But besides that, I'm going to be cutting that fluted material, or the wooden dowels rather, down to size. And my process was very simple. You'll kind of see it as I go along. I'm going to measure 'em along the nightstands as I go and cut and repeat. So let's get into it. Now that I have everything cut, it's time to glue them down one by one. Real quick, I want to say this was rather expensive. I was planning on doing all four drawers. This one drawer cost $15. So I was like, okay, I'll just do one drawer per nightstand. So here I am just attaching them. I was going to use the clamps, but they kept shifting with the clamps. It was too much pressure. So I just used weights to kind of hold it down. I did not add any nails, which is something I've always wanted to experiment with and seeing just how well they would hold up without nails, because in my experience, the nails just make it look a little bit more sloppy. It's not like a clean coverage with the wood filler to me. So I'm opting to just use glue. I'm using some old hardware to act as my spacers. And I'm trying to be as neat as possible. But to be honest with you, even with me trying my best to be diligent about wiping up that excess glue and things, it was still a lot to come back and repair the next day. So I didn't even film all that, but just know I went in because I needed it to be up to par. I like to aim for perfection, all those things. So it took a long time to get them to look the way I wanted them to. And then here I am going over everything with a 400 grit sandpaper for optimal smoothness. Okay, so we finally made it to paint day. This was a long journey. I don't have a whole lot to say about the painting process. You should know that I did 2 coats of paint. This is command, it cures in 24 hours, and that's pretty much it on the specs. But what I will say is I spent days on this project and I was fighting for my life. One day it was trash can day and I was dealing with the pet odor on the nightstands all at the same time. That was tragic. These beams were they're pretty heavy, and just setting them up and taking them down and then setting them back up for paint, and it was just a lot going on throughout this project, y'all. Whew, but I made it, and so we're just gonna paint together, and I'll catch you guys up on the last few steps here. Okay, so here's a quick glance of how things are looking so far. I do need to touch up the nightstand on the left, and I will do that. But I really just want to focus on the hardware. I want your thoughts because I don't really I don't really love this. I think it's okay. It's definitely modern. I think I was looking for them to hang over a lot more, and it's just not doing what I needed to do. I love a simple knob, but I know once I drill that hole for the knob, then I'm jeopardizing the fronts of the nightstands. So with these, I'm like, maybe I'll give them time to grow on me. The hardware can be screwed in without any damage. But I want to hear from you what you guys think I should do. Okay, future me here, feeling like I didn't explain myself well. I don't mind drilling a hole in the front, but the thing is, I'm not sure I'm set on a knob either. And so until I'm sure, I don't want to drill any holes because that's irreversible. So, as we get into the nitty gritty, now that the painting is done, my husband is helping me to assemble the bed. And you guys know I like to put a scripture on all of my work. So, this is no different. And this is actually the piece that goes on top of the bed slats. And it comes with about 4 or 5 of these. So, I'm kind of thinking about maybe doing like a scripture collage. But for now, the scripture that I want us to rest on naturally and spiritually is Ecclesiastes 4 and 12, where it talks about a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. So, me, my husband, and God at the center. I know someone's probably thinking, oh, you could have put the bed is undefiled. But this was the scripture that I wanted to be our foundation. So, as we near the end of this video, I just want to say this project was really fun for me. It really inspired me to want to tap into the inner interior designer in me. That was my dream career growing up. And now I have all of these home projects that I want to do. And I just need you all support. So, if you enjoyed this video, please let the algorithm know by pressing the hype button, interacting with me, joining my family, all of those things. I'm super excited about this new movement. And again, I just want to remind you where this room started. It was white walls everywhere, no headboard. Please don't come for me. And just everything was looking a little bit crazy. But now it's looking more like a hotel, and I just want to get into it. I love this makeover so much, you guys, and I can't wait to hear from you. And thank you for supporting my journey. And be sure to check out 2 pages on your way out. I'll see you guys in my next one.